What's going on, you guys? Grace and love to everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. And the topic that I have for today is charismatic behavior. I'm gonna set this up. Okay, hope you guys can see me and hear me real well. Now, we're gonna be talking about charismatic behavior, and I want to start off with the topic with the one of the characteristics. of charismatic behavior is communication. Excuse me, y'all. I don't never have this many problems. I'm trying to set this up real nice and real, honey. Hope y'all can hear me and see me really well. Listen, we're going to talk about charismatic behavior. And I want to start off with the first topic of communication. Now, communication within your friends, within your family, within anybody. The only thing that you're going to have in common is all of the communication has to be equal. Now, when the communication is equal, when you're understanding what that person is saying, you're hearing them out, and you're letting them talk, and you're letting them express how they feel, and you're expressing how you feel. If you're expressing how you feel and you're not listening to what they're saying, that's not equal communication. That's actually lack of communication. And when you have lack of communication, you might as well not have anything, because without that communication, you really don't really have too much. You know, communication is probably like the number one top thing that needs to happen in anything, and that's a friendship, a relationship. When you're talking to your family, even if you don't have a good connection with your family or a particular family member, you want to be able to know how to communicate with them on a mature level, because you may not get along with them, but if you're going to be in the same setting, and if you're going to be in the same place, or you're going to be in the same car, or whatever it may be, you want to make sure that when you're speaking to them, the tone is everything. That's why I say with the communication, that's about the top number one thing. Tone is everything. The way you say stuff, energy is everything as well too. We're going to keep going on with good listeners. Charismatic people are very good listeners. They listen before they speak. And also, with listening, that goes back to within the communication, or you're listening. You're listening. You're letting that person listening. And then after they stop talking, then you say what you have to say. Let's go on to the next one with understanding. Understanding who you're dealing with. Understanding your family. Understanding, what they like. That's why it says when you you shouldn't study people for the wrong reasons, but study people for the right reasons. Because when you get in a relationship, you study your partner. You see what they like, you see what they don't like. When you have friends, you see your friend, you see, okay, I see she wears a lot of bright colors, or she wears her nails like this, or if you want to get your friend a gift or something, you study them, and you see, I see you always rock this, or I see you always do this, so I decided to get you this gift like that. You're understanding, you're paying attention, you're active. You ever talk to a guy, or you talk to a girl, and you just start to notice like little things and stuff like that, and you pick up on that, and they say, oh wow, you pay attention. It's good that you pay attention. That's a good characteristic to have. I hope I said that right. Good characteristic to have. I talk so fast. That's a good characteristic to have when wanting to be a charismatic person, and having that charismatic behavior as well too. Now, you're helping. Now, helping does not mean automatically giving somebody money. I don't know why people think that, helping someone is automatically, money wise. No, you can just literally help someone by having a smile, saying hello, have a good day. You never know how in the smallest ways you're literally helping someone, and you never know how it can touch someone's day, what it could do for them. I said last week in one of my videos, or the week before last, one of them, I said that you just never know what you could have prevented someone from doing. You just never know about the little small things that you do by helping someone. And helping someone could be, if you see an old person that's struggling, helping them put their groceries in their car, or helping someone pick up something that's too heavy for them, simply is open the door that they that they can't do. If you see a handicapped person, or someone that's not able to do for themselves, simply just helping someone. And kind words are always helping, sending a, just checking on you text, or I hope all is well. That's just, helping someone, showing that love, showing that charismatic behavior as we're talking about. Okay, appreciative. Charismatic people are very, very appreciative. Every day you wake up, you should be appreciative that you're up, that God woke you up this morning. You're appreciative. You're appreciative in your friendships. You're appreciative in your relationships. You appreciate what your partner does for you, or you appreciate what your friend do for you. You appreciate your friend checking on you. You appreciate your partner being a good listener, or being supportive to you. You appreciate that stuff. And when you begin to appreciate the smaller things, you will know how to appreciate the big things, because you know that it can go. It can go within a split of a second. Loving. Charismatic people are very loving. Even though sometimes charismatic people don't love themselves, you got some people that don't love themselves that love the hardest. And it's so crazy. It's like, dang. But charismatic people with wanting to be loving as well too, when you show love, you just never know how that love could transfer back over onto you as well too. Showing love, going back to helping, you know, being nice to your enemies, showing love to your enemies. You want me to be nice to my enemies, life aspects? Yes, I want you to show your enemies love, because listen, I got some enemies in my life that I gotta show love, and it kills them every single time. Love kills it all. I'm telling you, love kills it all. When you walking down the street, or if you see somebody in person and you know they don't like you, smile and say hey. Smile and say hey, and be genuine about it too. Because I'm like, she spoke to me. I don't even like her. Do she know I don't like her? It don't even matter. Hey, how you doing? Hey, baby. Hey, how you doing? You look good, girl. You gotta keep it simple like that. Showing that love, and they gonna be like, what? Why she doing that to me? I was mean to her. Honey, show that love, baby. You gotta show that love. Caring. When you're caring for someone, you care about your friendships, you care about your family members, you care. When they call and they need something, you care. Or when, even if they just want to have something to talk about, you're caring. You're spending your time. And that's why you have to go back to being appreciative for those who are giving their time. Be appreciative of those people who are giving their time, because time is, honey, we ain't got none to waste. We don't have none to waste. And when it comes down to loving and helping and being good listeners and all of that stuff, and back to caring, you know, you just be caring, you know, understanding and caring for people. It doesn't have to be money wise, but just showing a simple, like, you know, I love you, I'm here. I'm here whenever you need me. If your family calls, or if your partner, your friendship needs something, I just want to talk, just want to vent, you know, just listen. You know, you ain't gotta, oh Lord, my God, honey, I hate when you have something that's going on with you and you want to talk, and they call you and they want to talk, and they start talking about their problem. Honey, I didn't ask about what's going on in your life. I really wanted to talk about what's going on in mine. And they say, yeah, and you know, girl, I just don't like when they do that, because I had it happen to me, girl. And this ain't about you. Everything ain't about you. You don't always have to be the center of attention. You don't always, it's not your show, baby. It's not your show. You don't always have to be the center. Sometimes you just have to let that person, if they want to vent, just let them vent, okay? Just write it in a journal. Get it in a journal. Because sometimes you can't always be the center of attention. You can't always be the star. No, you can't always be the star. Let's go to the next one. Boundaries. Having boundaries. It doesn't matter. Family, friendships, relationships, there are boundaries. There are boundaries that you should have and that you should set in stone. Now, when it comes down to boundaries, sometimes you got to make sure that when you having those boundaries, you talk it over with that person that you're wanting to have boundaries with. Because what happens is, and see, this is why a lot of relationships and friendships go downhill, because there are not boundaries and there's not enough effective communication. And when there is communication and those boundaries, and they're good listeners and they're understanding and they're helping, because charismatic people are confident but humble as well too. I told you I have it written down as well too, because I didn't want to miss anything. I be writing a lot of stuff down, and then when I turn on the camera I miss it. So I want to make sure that I say everything that I have to say. Confident people love themselves, men and women. Men and women, love yourselves. Love yourself. Wake up in the mirror every day, look at yourself, love yourself. You know, be appreciative of yourself. Show yourself love. Whatever they don't like, you need to love, because whatever God created, he created it so that you could love. And it's not to he didn't create you to just be, you know, insecure about yourself, or to feel lonely, or to not have these charismatic behavior characteristics of communication, a good listener, understanding, helping, appreciative, loving, caring, boundaries. I just had to throw God in there for a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't do anything without him. So confident people confident in loving yourself. Just because you love hard, it doesn't make you weak. For my people who love hard, I'm a person who love hard. Don't let anyone confuse you or make you feel that loving someone hard is a weak person. You know, God gave you that love in your heart for a reason as well too. And you got some people who was raised without love, and you got people who were raised with love. And God knew exactly what he was doing when he put us on this earth, and he knew who needed what. He knew, you know, he knew what you needed. He knew how you could be a vessel in somebody's life. He knew how you could be a good communicator in this person's life, a good listener in someone's life, being a good understanding person in someone's life, being appreciative in someone's life. He knew you could be a good loving person. He knew you could be a caring person, and he knew that you could have boundaries, and he knew that you could set them out, and he knew how you was going to be able to set them out. So I have a few gems that I want to drop with you guys. Take risks and believe in God and yourself. Number 1, self-judgment brings good character. Self-motivation brings determination. Joy, love, peace, and happiness is free, and we all like free stuff. I hope you guys took something from this video. It's charismatic behavior and was the topic, and it's life aspects with Visionary Rose. I'll see you guys tomorrow for charismatic leadership.